Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I've pulled a Glyph Oracle card that reads Lotus on one side and Purity on the other, and it is obviously the lotus flower, beautiful emblem of beauty, simplicity, growing out of murky, muddy waters. And the purity of the lotus is phenomenal based on the environment from which it grows. As a Capricorn, we're often characterized as withstanding many challenges, much difficulty and hardship, and that can be equivocal to the murky waters, the muddy waters from which the lotus grows. The lotus signifying the simplicity of spirit, the beauty, the power of soul and spirit as it unfolds gradually over life to reveal its full beauty, fragrance, and inspiration. So I do feel that the idea of purity is something that is relevant for you right now because of the ongoing difficulties and challenges many, if not most of you, have faced throughout life, no matter where you are located. This is really about the eternal refinement of the wisdom of who you are and your power. And the idea that no matter where you arrive, that there's always a new challenge to face is testament to the strength of spirit and the quality of your power. And this is the challenges in environments, particularly as many of you or many of us have experienced some kind of success, goes back to the necessity to cultivate humility, humbleness, modesty. No matter how much we've gained, we remember where we came from, or the humility, the simplicity, the modesty of our origins. And for the overall energy from the cards, I have the Five of Cups, which shows me that you are considering or some sadness, some regret, some unfortunate disappointments that have been recurring in your past, that have recurred, and have perhaps a memory of something in that order has come up recently. And it feels as though, because of the halo around your head, that you have healed this. You have made your peace with this disappointment, this heartache that you've experienced, but you cannot release the emotions that continue to come up, nor do you want to. I think you have gained the wisdom to understand that these feelings come up as a way of spotlighting how far you've come. If you have been reacquainting yourself with some harsh ending of a relationship or relationships, this may be about the wealth of emotions that continue to process on your own healing. And this instead can make you feel that as though the relationship with yourself is the only relationship worth cultivating at this time. There is no destination in the relationship with yourself except the pure processing of your own potential and the cultivation of your own dreams and movement towards those. At the bottom of the deck, the Five of Pentacles. Wow. So disappointments and changes desired in money and love seem to be in your heart right now. And this feels so appropriate for Capricorn. in the moment, a moment when we feel as though we're verging on some dramatic global changes in our society. It's almost as though you are readying yourself to understand better the necessity of those you serve and their needs at a time where you are making changes to your own very human needs for stability and support, and to define yourself through your actions, not uh, allow yourself to be defined by others. So I do see this sense of lack, this sense of hardship and difficulty, suffering, as something that you are trying to understand at a spiritual level as a form of purification of your ability to serve in the way that you believe you were born to serve. This is a general reading, Capricorn, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, description box contains the information you need. And thank you for your attention, for your time for this reading. I appreciate it. And in your present moment, the world. Wow. So this is about beginnings and endings. So again, the idea that old wounds, old heartaches are recycling, old memories of when you were denied access to something that was critical to your stability and security, feel as though they are recycling at this moment. It is the memory, it is the uh, uh, value of that connection that you're being asked to release and close out. So this is where you're finding your own closure with these challenging experiences. All the ways that you felt rejected, you felt excluded, is something that you are consciously seeking an ending to. Um, Even as you experience the other side of those feelings of having found your own love, your own opportunities, created those for yourself, readied yourself for the new world, the version of you that is active in this new world. You are still struggling to feel yourself truly ready to not carry the old baggage in with you. So this is a beautiful card of closure, of saying goodbye to an old life, an old version of yourself, and opening your arms to a bigger world, a broader world, a larger stage for you to be present upon in the past. The Queen of Wands is your passion, and it's so beautiful and interesting to me that Capricorns uh, are represented by the Devil card in the traditional tarot. And the Devil is all about passion, unleashed passion, wild passion, undirected passion that grasps at everything that seems to be that will give more power or give into greed or gain recklessly. Whereas the Queen of Wands is showing the control of that passion, the embodiment of that passion, that you understand that the thing that inspires you, that moves you forward, the gift that you were given is the power that directs you, gives you confidence to know what you want, to ask for that, to make it clear that you're determined to get it. And that is not only a powerful sexual attraction, the confidence that you can display, that you've learned to display, perhaps that you naturally display even when you're not feeling that way inside. This is what gains the attention of others. This is what has helped you to close out an old version of your life when you were just as powerful, but you did not feel as though you could find those circumstances and relationships that valued that. That it felt as though when others saw your power, you were immediately blocked, locked out, or excluded from an opportunity that you knew you could be successful at. Here you're learning that your life is a series of successes, not failures, not rejections, not exclusions. And that power, that self-love, that self-respect that you are gaining as a result of understanding your progress, not your uh, challenge, is what is coming through into the present moment and available to you. Your willingness to stand on and in your gifts. In the future, the Page of Pentacles, you're ready. You are ready for the new world, the new you. You're willing to do whatever is necessary in order to gain the stability, to gain the audience, the larger audience, to stand on the larger stage of your life, to cultivate a vision, cultivate that vision, which may have purely been the energy, the inspiration, the spiritual power of that gift, where now you're looking at how to implement that, how to make that practical, how to create it as a resource for others, and how to use it to stabilize and secure your own life. How to anchor this gift into your community, into the world, and how hard you are willing to work in order to establish that. In the present, the World card is clarified by the King of Water, the King of Cups. Interesting. I like that the King of Cups is, first of all, sitting on a throne that I believe is surrounded by lotuses. That ocean may be murky, may be stormy, may be turbulent as an ocean becomes during a storm. But as the King of Water, the King of Cups, you are mature, stable, and anchored even on your throne in the middle of the murky, stormy waters. You are stable. Your vulnerability, your openness to every experience, even if it feels as though you've been betrayed, blocked, discredited, ignored, dismissed, has served you well, has served to purify your motives, to increase your empathy and compassion for the challenges and the desires of others, no matter how frustrated those desires are. The ability to understand that it is your vulnerability that makes you strong, that makes you open and available to new opportunities always, and that you can be authentic in those spaces where before you felt you had to be strong. You can be whoever you are in order, as you stand in a new version of yourself, a new world, a new opportunity that you're creating, that you've created as part of your preparedness for this new world. In the past, the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Earth. Interesting. So legacy, this is something that is often associated with the earth signs in general. This is about the world of stability and abundance that you dream of as your rightful inheritance. It's also the world in which you understand that you have gained access to some degree, no matter how fraught, no matter how frustrated that journey has been, and that what you've learned is worthy of sharing with others so that they can gain greater access to the abundance of the world. This is about your understanding at some point in the past that you were in a position to be generous, to pay it back, not based on the wealth that you may or may not have, not based on your worldly success, but based on your inner sense of privilege, of the rightful inheritance of abundance as a member of the human race. And in that way, you understand that by helping to generate abundance, you are changing the world. You are verifying the abundance that is enough for everyone. This is not about lack. This is about a reversal of that. And it's interesting, 10 is a combination of 5 and 5. So yes, the change has come from within you, your soul, and within your awareness and your perspective on the resources and the abundance that you have. In the Page of Cups in the future is clarified by the Queen of Earth. Beautiful. So here we have 2 queens and a king. They're all of different suits. That's interesting perspective. But here you are happy to produce and share your love. You're happy to build towards your service. You're happy to be of service to others who are also building, who you encourage to build towards their prosperity, their abundance, their security on this earth. This is really being in the flow of your love, being in the flow of your talents and gifts, anchoring it, making it real, stabilizing the gifts you have so that it produces something that is useful to others. And this now comes as a result of the long challenges you've experienced in gaining security, protection, stability in your life, gaining enough resources that you feel that you can move forward with adequate supply that can generate more abundance. And this is about your attunement, your joy in the process of producing something useful. And the ability finally to receive the love that you have earned, the attention, the support, the appreciation, the gratitude for the work that you do, for the love that you give. I'm going to finish this reading, Capricorn, with a Soul's Journey Oracle, and I've pulled the Empathy card. And I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. I might amend that to be multiple sides of a situation. However, I think we're seeing here the idea of lack and abundance at so many levels, and your ability to feel in the flow of that as a result of not only your effort, but your vulnerability, your openness, your open-heartedness. Thank you so much. I hope you've gained insight. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more here. And until next time, Capricorn, namaste.